Hello, my name is Chris Woodland and I'm about to do a prehistoric firelighting demonstration where I'll be lighting a fire using friction with a bow drill. So this here is a spindle and this here is called the hearth board, and you make a little notch in it and you burn the spindle into it, and then you cut this groove. And this groove is really important because it collects all of the hot dust, and the idea is that you build up a pile of dust in this groove, and it builds up, and because of the friction and the heat, it dries out that dust a bit, and it gets hotter and hotter and hotter until eventually it ignites and you get a glowing ember. And then I use this, which is called a bearing block. This one is just a beach pebble, and it's got this hole in the middle. I just found it on the beach and it sits comfortably in my hand, and this goes in here. And there's hardly any friction because of the hardness of the stone. And then the other thing I've got is this little flat piece of wood, and all that is an ember pan. So it stops my pile of dust, my glowing ember, from falling onto the damp ground and going out. To drive that round at high speed, I've got this bow. You've got a cord which allows you to spin this spindle here much faster than with a hand drill. And that creates more friction and more heat, which is necessary in cooler, damper environments and with less optimal materials. Which archaeologically in Europe isn't a very, very typical method we find in the archaeological record, but it's well attested in northern colder climates and in North America in particular. It's a well-known technique among the Inuit. So I'm just warming up the set, getting things to sort of settle down a bit, and just starting to warm up the end of the spindle. I'm going to increase speed and friction. You should see more smoke. I'm starting to get a little pile of dust. So this is now an ember. So here I've got a tinder bundle just of dried grasses, and I've fluffed it all up, and in the middle I've got these stinging nettle fibres, which are just much finer. And gently you can see it starting to glow. And we're away.